Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time since I've said those words. The way that I have so many videos to catch up on with editing, but I have not had time due to all the wedding fanatics that I've had going on during this entire summer. Also, I don't know if that's a real word. Activities might be more of the word I was looking for. Anyway, my best friend is getting married next week. Today is August 17th and she gets married on the 23rd. So I wanted to do, what in the world is in my eyebrow? Aquaphor. That's crazy. Anyway, I wanted to do one more round of test makeup for the wedding. The first time I did it, I will insert some photos. I would say went about 90% really well. And then there were some things that I really wanted to tweak and work on. And then also in my phone, I wanted to update my wedding makeup routine notes. I'm making like a list so that day of I'm not stressed, I'm not forgetting steps. I will just follow the steps that I've written down. So yeah, but the base and everything really turned out well in the first one. A couple things that I wanted to edit though for this time around. Lashes was the main one. I don't want to do liner. The liner you saw in those photos was just me trying to cover up the mistake of the magnetic liner I was using for my lashes. But the only magnetic lashes I have are these, and they are so thick and so long, and I don't know if it's because I haven't worn lashes in a long time. But normally I love the look of lashes, and I know that they don't typically look super natural on me anyway. I still typically like them, so I don't know if it's because I haven't worn them in a long time that I no longer like them on me, or if this is me growing and just appreciating my natural beauty more, but I've really grown to love my natural lashes. And so these hurt so much in the sense of they're so obviously not my own lashes. But I've heard really good things about these. I've never tried these before though. They're the Kiss Impress Press-On Falsies. I got like the wispy natural kind of clusters, and they go underneath. I've never tried underneath lash application before. I've only tried your typical lashes with like the white glue that dries clear. And then for the past couple years, if I've ever needed to use a lash, I use the magnetic ones because I just love how the lashes immediately clean onto the magnet and then you don't have to worry about it. And then those have lasted me so long. So yeah, we're gonna try these and pray that this works, because if not, I think we're straight up just going to do mascara on day of, because it's my best friend from New Jersey who's getting married, and I'm so honored that I get to be her maid of honor, but I have been taking that role very seriously and I don't want any delays to be on my behalf. So this is the second try for the whole makeup for the day. So we'll see how these work. And then the other main thing that I really wanted to focus on was lips. Normally in the past, the lip combo for me, I've talked about this lipstick many times on my channel, is my very trusted and beloved Maybelline lipstick 728 in Honey Beige. I bought it literally years ago. This is literally all I have left of it. I bought it while I was in Australia, and it's been my favorite lipstick literally for years. But this last time that I tried it on, I was not a fan, and I don't know if it's because I ran out of my lip liner that I normally use, which is also a Maybelline lip liner. And when I went to Ulta, they were out of that lip liner, so my roommate recommended this NYX lip liner, one of the twist up ones, which is the kind that I like, and it is in MPL 10 Nude. So we're going to be testing this to see if I like it. If not, I might just stick to gloss, which sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. But anyway, I thought I would just take you guys along on this journey of me doing a test run of makeup for her wedding. I'm so excited to see her get married. I'm literally so happy for both of them. I've talked about both of them as a couple on the channel already, and I love them so much. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. I already prepped with my CeraVe moisturizer, as y'all know, and then Aquaphor on the lips, as y'all know. And the next step I went in with is my Tarte Hydrating Primer. Just have very dry skin. Love, love, love this primer. So I know I definitely want to use it on the day of. And then specifically for the T-zone area and on my nose, I was trying out, I mean, I've used it before, but trying out in the sense of the first run that I did for this test run, the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. Nothing new. Y'all have heard of this one already. I just find that I can struggle with makeup lasting, especially on my nose. And I know that's typically what happens if I wear my glasses, but on her wedding day specifically, I do not plan to wear glasses. Like, we'll be getting ready at the venue, and then we're at that venue the entire day, which is so nice. We don't have to drive anywhere for photos or for the dinner, just all happening at the same venue, which is super nice. A couple months ago, I bought this fan specifically for the wedding, in case anyone needs it, but also I've just been wanting a fan, which sounds so bougie, but just for makeup purposes. Not that I can't, I always use like a lid or a makeup palette to just fan myself anyway, but I felt like if there's gonna be like 10 plus of us all trying to get ready super quickly in just a couple of rooms, anything to help speed up the process is gonna be much needed. And the next part of my routine was the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I've really been loving this product. I feel like some people use it just as like a base all on its own if they're doing like a light makeup. But I find that it's really pretty underneath makeup as well. I got my beauty sponge and we're just gonna blend her all in. I feel like she's just kind of like an illuminating primer, you know? And then what we're going to do is some spot concealing underneath before we even add foundation, just to help give us as even of a base as possible before we even add anything else. This I don't typically do, but I feel like for weddings and for nice events, you kind of want to go all out in the sense of making sure your base looks good before you move on to what you regularly do, which is also why I've been more on top of my skincare than ever with the whole wedding season coming up. I definitely wanted to make sure I felt my best, you know. While I am blending, some things to update you guys on. Like I said, this summer has been absolutely crazy. I have done many things this summer, which I'm so grateful for. But the main things that I have done, like I've already mentioned, have been wedding related for my best friend. So I've already been up to New Jersey twice this summer. First time I went up was for her bridal shower, which was so much fun. Everything turned out so well, and she said she was so happy with everything and that she wouldn't change a thing, which was so sweet to hear. Her mom created a group chat with all bridesmaids and her soon-to-be mother-in-law. And everyone did such a great job planning and organizing everything and making sure everything turned out so well for her day. And yeah, I couldn't be happier about it. I have never gone to a bridal shower or a bachelorette before, and that was the thing that I went up for the second time to New Jersey, was for her bachelorette. And I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that like I've never done or been to any of those, like even just as a participant, let alone a planner / maid of honor in those categories. And the fact that both of them went so well, I literally could not be more grateful. And now we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Blush. Rosé You Slay. I always squeeze way too much out of this thing and then it's just like a hot mess. I do think this product can be a bit intense, but blush is one of those things that is like the first to go away on my face. And I feel like using this as an underneath layer before you add everything on top just really ensures that it's going to last all day. Anyway, yeah, that second trip was also so much fun. I got to go up a day earlier than I originally planned, took some extra PTO from work, and asked my best friend if she'd like to spend a day at the shore with me. And we had the best day ever. And honestly, I can't recommend that more. Not that anyone specifically clicked on this video for maid of honor advice, but planning can take a lot of work and it can be stressful at times. Obviously, it's something that you are more than grateful and happy to do, but that doesn't mean that there aren't points when it can be very all-consuming. And I mean, even just for the bride's sake too. Like, I think we both just needed a day to just chill before the craziness of everything. And I think doing it the day before her bachelorette was just like such a great way for us to like really relax and spend some quality one-on-one time together. And it was just such a beautiful day. We took really cute photo booth photos like we did the last time we went to the shore together. And I just remember leaving and overall thinking to myself, I'm so glad we decided to do this. Concealer I'm gonna use for my under eyes and to highlight is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is an OG that I used to do way back in the day. And then when I was trying to remember full coverage concealers that I really loved for like really special events, I was thinking back to high school Sarah and I was like, we need to try this out. And honestly, I've had this in my collection for a minute and I'm so glad I whipped this out. It worked out so well the last time I used it for the test run. But yeah, her bachelorette also went really well. It was actually in Pennsylvania. I got to drive her there and she did not know where it was going to be. So I kept telling her it felt like I was kidnapping her, but she said that she wanted it to remain a surprise. So it was really sweet getting to see her reaction to everything. Everyone else went down early to decorate and set everything up. Yeah, we just had like a little girly weekend. It was so cute. Honestly, I think one of my favorite parts of the whole thing was that since everyone else in the bridal party does have a significant other, and for the most part, most of them are married currently, seeing them all give her advice on what it is to get married and to become a wife and all of those things is very sweet, especially since I am single and I have no advice to give in that subject whatsoever. So it's really sweet and endearing to see these other people who are in her life currently are able to give her that kind of advice. All right, call me crazy. I think I might add more blush on top because the last time I did this, I accidentally added the liquid blush on top of the powder. And shockingly, it turned out okay. But I think maybe underneath the foundation, maybe put it up too much. Maybe I want to do it on top of, but before powder. Makeup is all about the layers. And that was the other thing I really loved about my first trial run was I was using very small amounts, very thin layers. And I felt like everything just kind of turned out very seamlessly. But yeah, long story short, all that stuff was a huge success, and now in a few days I will be leaving to drive up to New Jersey again. This, I think, is a perfect segue into what current today Sarah is going through, because today has just been a lot. I'm using my Becca palette as well as my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, just so I can keep talking. These are the things I will be using. But yeah, I was on my way to work, and I was absolutely bumping music on my way, you know, to set the vibes off right for today. So what was I listening to on the way there today, you might ask? With no shame whatsoever, I will have to tell you it was the Rio soundtrack. I was specifically partying to Hot Wings, I Wanna Party, because I was recently talking about it with my best friend about how that movie slaps. Anyway, and I was absolutely bumping to the stoplight right next to my work. I was like, wow, I'm bumping right now. And then I turned off my music real quick. I went with the volume, and I was like, no, my car is bumping right now. I was not even accelerating. I was not parked. I was just at the stoplight, and my car was vibrating. It was like shuddering. It was like shaking. So I very carefully just pulled, thankfully it was right next to my workplace. I just thankfully was carefully able to pull into my workplace, and I called my mechanic. The earliest they can see it is Monday morning, which is fine if it's an easy fix and can be done, but it's not fine if it can't, because I leave to New Jersey for the wedding Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. So we have a very short time frame to find out, A, what is wrong with it, because they're just simply so far just gonna look at it on Monday. And then B, once we find out what's wrong with it, fingers crossed they have the parts. It's not an expensive and lengthy process to fix, and it can be done before the wedding. But if it can't, I have to research plan B, which will be to either rent a car or rent a U-Haul, because in the past when my family drives across the country, that has been one of our go-to solutions, which is U-Haul. Can be a cheaper alternative, considering the longevity of which I need it. I don't know if it's gonna be a cheaper alternative this time. So that has me all twisted up in a bind. Thankfully, the second time I called, I was calling to see if I could drop it off after my shift tonight, and then like leave the key in the lockbox kind of situation. They said I couldn't because there's a car show happening this weekend, so I couldn't do it this time. But they said if I dropped it off before they closed that I could borrow a loaner for the weekend, which solved a problem that I didn't even really had time to consider at that point, which is how am I going to get to work for the next couple days without a car that's properly working. Granted, I have a roommate and I'm very blessed that she would more than likely be willing to help me to get back and forth from work. But still, the question was still there. Like, I have work the next couple days. How am I, gonna get back and forth? So I was like, bet, I think I can just ask my boss about it. Mind you, I'm not super chill. I'm not very demure. I'm not very cutesy. I'm not very mindful when it comes to car problems. I am really not chill when it comes to these things. It takes a lot in me to calm down when my car's not working. So I was really proud of myself for not initially getting too wound up. I did text my roommate, I'm gonna be sick, I think I'm gonna be nauseous. And then after calling my brother and texting some other family members about it, I did have a quick cry in the bathroom at my workplace because I don't know, there's something about car issues that make me feel like such a helpless child. I don't know what it is. I think I've said it on my channel before too. I think that's why I take so much pride and passion in learning as much as I can about my car so that I don't sound stupid. But genuinely, when I was calling the car place today, I was like, I should have don't know what's wrong, but something's wrong. And then when I was dropping it off at the car place today, I just said the same thing again. They're like, what's wrong? I gave them the brief description of it shaking, and I was like, genuinely, I cannot pinpoint this one. I was like, I don't know. I've had problems in the past with it shaking, but that was with acceleration specifically. So I'm stumped at this one because I was just stopped at a stoplight and she was shaking. So long story short, I was allowed to take my lunch early and take her to the car shop. We got her there safely, said a prayer, And I'm telling you, it was by the grace of God we got there safely. I was shaking the entire time, as was my car, but we got there safely, and they were able to get me a loaner, which has been a godsend. It's also been very weird trying to drive a car that is not my own. Like, I'm capable of doing it, but it was just like, immediately I sat down and I was like, okay, I had to like orient myself with the car. I was like, first of all, my car has the stick shift right here, and then the stick shift's on the wheel this time, and I was like, okay, I gotta reorient that way. And then I was like, where's the wipers? Where's the lights? It was a whole ordeal. Long story short, we got that semi-fixed for now. They're closed tomorrow, and then they said that they will try to look at it as soon as they can Monday morning. So that's all I know about it right now, and that's fine. I will say I was at work just feeling wildly upset about it all day, and I think I made myself feel ill. Like, I'll be fine. I'm not like coming down with a cold or something, but I definitely left work today. I left work early. I put in PPTO because I felt nauseous all day. So what did your girl do on the way home? Stopped at McDonald's because, as y'all know on this channel, McDonald's, Coke, and I, we get through things together. But also, when I stopped at McDonald's, I picked up a large water. Real quick, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm almost out of this one, so I just picked up a new one to bring with me to Jersey. The other one that I have, I like, but she is dewy. It's my Maybelline Glass Spray, and I hate a matte setting spray, so I don't find that this leaves me matte or dewy. I just feel like it leaves me neutral, and I feel like it really does last. And I love the continuous feature, so hold please. Anyway, not only did I need to pick up a Coke, needs a strong word, but I knew it'd help me to relax tonight because I have other things that I need to work on, just last minute things for the wedding and just start packing and all that jazz. I also got an email, / my roommate got an email from our apartment complex, and a septic line broke, so we will not have running clean water here for the next 48 hours. And when I tell you that was the last straw for today, I came home, took Bingo, my roommate's dog, outside real quick so that he could go to the bathroom. And then, well, before all that, when I picked up my large Coke, I also picked up a large water because we need clean water and we don't have any in the house. And so I have a large water sitting in the bathroom just so we can like wash our hands. And I'm so wildly grateful I did that because after I used the bathroom, not to be gross, not to be TMI, and I tried to flush the toilet, let me tell you, the pipes were freaking out. They were audibly struggling, and I swore I could see the toilet shaking. The theme of today, shaking. The car, the pipes, me. Quaking in my boots. Anyway, what did bring back up? Gross, contaminated water. I can't. I texted my roommate Amelia, I was like, bro, they were not kidding. They were not kidding. Our water is contaminated. So, texted her also that I'll be picking up some gallons of water from Meyer later tonight because I can't have more on my plate. I swear, I cannot physically have more on my plate right now. I don't know. I know God's got the plan, but holy cow, he's teaching me patience right now, I'm telling you. So yeah, texted that also all to my parents, the car stuff, the septic tank stuff, and basically just ended the text with, long story short, definitely could use some prayers because today has been a long one. So yeah, that is the update on what's happening in Sarah's life currently. Very happy with how my face is turning out. I don't know if the camera's really picking it up that well, but she's turning out really well. This is how she best be turning out come Friday. So now we're gonna do eyes. I also really loved my eye look. I felt like it turned out just perfect up until the magnetic lash issue. So we'll be attempting her again. I'm just using my e.l.f. Eyeshadow primer, my fave primer, and she's literally $1. And then again, when I was thinking about makeup that just historically lasts a long time on me, I was like trying to think back, and it brought me back to college years Sarah with the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just gonna set her down. Used this one to set her down, Tempera, which as you can tell, we've hit major pan on. And then I think in the crease, I just went with Warm Taupe and then Primavera for the lid. So super easy, nothing crazy, but I wanted something that wasn't boring, but also not crazy, and also something that would last me a long time. And this palette has really never done me dirty, so yeah, those are the vibes for Sarah's life in the current moment. I will say I am so excited for when all of my plans start coming to a wind down, because even after the wedding, I am pretty booked. I swear I've never been this booked in such a long time. Like, if Sarah, who just graduated college, could look at Sarah now and be like, girl, your social schedule is about to be filled up to the max. Like, you're literally going to be begging for just a free moment to yourself, she would think you're crazy. This summer has just been one for the books, as they say, you know? And I can't complain about it. I really can't. I'm very grateful and I'm very blessed, even despite all of these things that want to test me at the last moment. I'm still blessed through it all. So that's kind of where we are. Also, I won't say who, although both of them have already shared their news with the world, but I won't name who. But some other friends of mine have also just gotten engaged this summer. And it's just this season of weddings, y'all. I think I have officially entered that phase where I get to watch, listen, hear about all of my friends fulfilling their, you know, childhood dreams. And it's very sweet and endearing to see. I'm very blessed to have the people that I do in my life. And I'm very honored, truly. Anytime they want to tell me about these very personal, very meaningful stories that are happening in their life, I'm like, you want to tell me about it? Like, I'm so honored. I'm all ears. I'm sat. Let's start there. I want to hear every single detail. I want to hear it all. So whatever you're willing to share, I am all ears. But yeah, it is crazy. I talk with my fellow single friends, the few of us that are left, a lot about how crazy it is that we're just all in such wildly different phases of life, and like we're all experiencing adulthood at our own pace, and it's just crazy once your friends all start entering their new phases and you're like, but I'm still in this one, babe. I'm still here. But again, that's not to take away from their happiness or anything like that. I'm so wildly happy for all of them. And like for some of them, they've been with their significant others for years and years and years. So like this was a long thing coming, you know, it was just their time. So I literally could not be happier for them. I'm trying to think what else to share. I feel like with everything that happened today, I felt like, man, I can't wait to just get home and share everything with you guys, because I have not talked to you guys in so long. I guess that's where I was heading earlier with all this conversation that I think I completely derailed from, was I will say, despite all of these plans that I'm so blessed to have, I'm so excited for when things wind down so that I can get back to like a schedule and like normal routine. Like the way that I completed 75 soft and the way that I'm dying to just get back into that normalcy of routine and just consistency with everything, that's really what I've just been craving for. As well as routine and consistency with my YouTube channel, because again, I'm just so far behind, and like the fact that as I'm recording this, like I think I only have up through week 4 or 5 of my 75 soft posted, and I feel awful. Like I finished the whole thing, I have the whole thing filmed, I haven't had the opportunity to edit and post it all to share it with you guys. And so I know there's some people in my life who are like, how was it? And like, did you ever finish it? And it's like, I swear I did. I just haven't had time to post it to my channel. So the fact that I'm filming this right now is crazy, because I really told myself I did not want to film anything until I finally edited everything that I have and posted it, because it's taking up so much storage right now. But I also really wanted to capture this moment the week before my best friend's wedding and just have this for my own memory's sake, which sounds wildly selfish, I know. But I also love a get ready with me video on my channel, you know? It's one of my faves. I love get ready with me's. I love it so much. Take a little bit of my Becca highlight, put her in the inner corner, babes. Also, I recently checked my channel just because I haven't looked at her in literally forever with everything that's going on, and I have hit over 70 subscribers. I don't know if I'll still have them by the time I post this video, but I hit over 70 subscribers and I was floored. I was like, there's over 70 people who are subscribed to me. I have been posting on YouTube for almost 3 years now. Not super consistently, I know. This is literally just a hobby for me and something that I like to enjoy to do without the pressure of like, this is my living or something. But the fact that there's 70 people who are subscribed is crazy. Absolutely floored. Absolutely crazy. I was so shook. I was like, I haven't even posted anything in gonna be like over a month by the next time I post my next video. And the fact that there's over 70 of y'all, not ever in my wildest dreams did I ever think I'd see that number. Literally ever. I was floored when I saw that. So yeah, this is the eye look. Again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up super well, but she's so, you know, simple. And not that I'm the bride, but I would argue very appropriate for a bridal party. You know, I'm not asking for a lot of attention with this, you know? But she's still done. She still looks well put together. So let's move ahead to brows. We got the trusty dusty L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. The way that this product has literally never changed for me since I was a senior in high school goes crazy. And then my current brow gel that I love is the NYX, the Brow Glue. She's pretty good. She's pretty good, can't complain. I will say when I went up for the Bachelorette, my liner, I just literally named you, now I can't remember what you're called. You're not a brow liner. So what are you, babes? Brow pencil? Whatever the term is for this, I think it's brow pencil. This broke, and I was devastated because I knew she was towards the end of her life, and I had this backup one in my case at home. And I thought to myself, bring it just in case. And I thought, no, because you really want to use up this one before you open up this new one. And then when it broke, I went, oh, Sarah, this is why you buy backups of things. You have bought this months in advance. You knew that you were getting towards the end of it months ago, and you bought this in advance for this exact situation, so you'd have a backup on hand. And you left it in Indiana. Anyway, for a minute minute, is that a saying? Anyway, I digress. For a minute minute, your girl was freaking out, and then your best friend stepped up and she said, hey girl, don't fret. I got one right here. And it's not the same exact one, but holy cow, her brow pencil was like a great match for my brows. I was absolutely floored, and it worked just fine. So shout out to her. She's a real one, considering it was her bachelorette and I was the one freaking out about my brows not being able to get done. She's like, bestie, I got it covered here. Anyway, she was such a real one for that. It was like, I'm supposed to be the one who's not freaking out / keeping you calm. Why and how did the roles reverse? Blows my mind. But that's what best friends do. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there are also many emotional moments, both during the bridal shower trip and the bachelor trip for me. I was really good at keeping them to myself for the most part too, because I don't ever at any point during this whole journey for her want to make it about me, but so many emotional points. Especially this last trip with the bachelorette. I mean, I had some during the bridal shower too, but this last trip with the bachelorette, I think the first one that hit was on the way to the shore. We were just, playing music, chatting up as we do. And anyway, one of the songs that came up was Where Did All the Time Go? And when I tell you I was silently crying in that passenger seat the entire time the song was playing, it was so hard to keep it together. Thankfully, I think I got by without her noticing. But genuinely, that was so hard. And it's not even like, I don't know, it sounds so cheesy, but it's just, I was sitting there and I was like, you're so right, actually. Where did all the time go? Because how did we go from being like preteens / early teens to just full-fledged adults in our mid-20s? Genuinely, how? We have been friends for over a decade at this point, and it blows my mind, like genuinely blows my mind. And like anytime I see photos of like younger us, it's actually crazy to think that like we've shared so much life together at this point. It's crazy to think about. Alrighty, brows are done. Now comes lashes. The only question I have about these that I don't understand is, do you do mascara beforehand? Because the girl applying them on the back is she straight up does not look like she's wearing an ounce of mascara. They look like her natural lashes, and then they're just putting these over them. But you're crazy if you think I'm not wearing any mascara. But I can't imagine putting on mascara after applying these. So that's what today's all about, is to learn how these work. So let's try mascara on the first eye, and then if it goes horribly, I guess that's the answer. So big brain energy, big brain energy. Y'all, no, actually, that song goes crazy. And then Fly Love. This song is so underrated, so good. A movie about birds did not have to go this hard. Wasn't really thinking, wasn't looking, wasn't searching for an answer. Woo! In the moonlight, when I saw your face, saw you looking. Okay, pausing the music because I am done with mascara on this eye. See what I mean, y'all? I love how my natural lashes look. But I know it's a special event. I know I'm gonna regret if I don't at least try her. So the only other question I have is how many to use? Because it says 3 to 4 full applications. So I'm not necessarily worried that I'll use too many today. I won't have enough for the actual wedding. I think it's just like, I've never done clusters before, and I've never done the underneath technique. I'm very, very curious to see what this jazz is all about. Okay, the way that I also thought it came with, I mean, not that I don't have a gazillion of these things, but I thought it also came with one of these. That's fine. But yeah, look at them. It looks like this top row are the longest. Y'all, I'm so confused on this. I don't get how this technology works, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're telling me the adhesives on top? Ooh, they are sticking on top. Okay, we're just gonna go for one of these middle row lashes. Squeeze clusters and natural lashes together with applicator. An applicator that they don't provide you, so hope you got your own. But okay, whatever. I'm gonna be very quiet during this part, I hope you guys know that. Okay. Okay. I mean, she doesn't seem like too crazy. I feel like I picked a length that is my current. Okay, weird. So the middle row is like kind of weirdly my current length of lashes, which I wouldn't think. So maybe we stick with chiller on this side and then I can test crazier on the other side. And then we can do like a wear test and I can check in later and see how long they last. I mean, yeah, it worked. I just don't know if it's cry proof and like long lasting. Because if I start crying, I have no doubt I will be crying come her wedding day. If chunks on my lashes just start falling out, I know that's gonna be a concern for people. People are gonna be like, bestie, you have clumps of lashes falling out of your face right now. She looks so natural. That looks like my actual lash. It's honestly to the point of like, did it do anything? I don't know. We'll add one more towards the center and then maybe that'll help fill in. I don't know. So maybe the middle lashes are too short and I need to go for a longer one. In the same note, this is also what I wanted. I didn't like how long my other lashes were, so can I really be mad at myself right now? There we go. 2 clusters definitely gave her a little oomph. And that one was a little bit closer to my waterline. Okay, slay. 2 clusters look really cute. This looks really slay. We're gonna try this eye with maybe one crazy one on the out one. It's so hard to tell, they're just so similarly shaped. I think these might be my new faves. I've been watching some of my favorite YouTubers talk about these and how much they love them, but I love it. I love that there's not a lash band and you don't have to commit to a whole liner look either. You can just have an added little cluster. This might be changed the game. This might have changed the game. And I also love that it's literally directly on your lashes. That's the other part that I've always struggled with just like regular lash bands, is getting it to look like it's part of my lashes and not like an overlay where there's like a little gap. I'm kind of obsessed with this. I'm not gonna lie. This is the confirmation I needed to know that this makeup look is going to slay come her wedding day. This is the confirmation I needed. I really needed a win today. Oh, these lash clumps slayed. They kind of ate, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of obsessed with these. The fact that you can't use them again is kind of a bummer. Like regular lashes that you get, or even the magnetic ones, you can use them at least twice if you wanted. I will say they can get a little gross after that, and I'm like, I get really, really cautious around the eyes. Eyes freak me out a lot, and I hate getting any type of eye infection ever, so I know other people use, like, regular lash bands over and over and over and over again. I can't be one of those girlies. 2 or 3 times is my max, and then I'm like, I'm gonna get a sty or something in my eye, and I don't want that. Anyway, back to music, and we'll catch up when I start applying again. Enough Chapel Roan, let's do some other lashes now. I think I need to know, just for curiosity's sake, if I can pull off the longest ones. Because if I can't, I'm pretty confident I can pull off these bottom 2. The middle row, it's a wrap. I mean, I really don't think it made that much of a difference, but it's definitely like a little extra something. But I think I need to know for curiosity's sake if I can pull off this. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Let me try, we'll try the bottom row in the middle. That way I've tried all 3 rows. It's not bad. I just don't know if I love it. That's my only thing. These are so short. Okay, I think it goes from biggest to shortest. Maybe this is meant to be more towards the inner part, because the way that I'm lining it up and it looks so short is actually kind of crazy. See, if you grab it too far down, then it sticks to the clamp, fun fact. So, not that anyone came here for a review on how to do these. I think initial placement is important, and then initial just like poke on, and then a final clamp with everything smushed in between. It's really what seals the deal. Ooh, she's pretty too. Ooh. She's cute too. They're both so slay. I can't decide. Okay, I think you can very obviously tell that this side is longer, right? I'm not just crazy. You can, let me grab a flashlight too. That's what this one looks like. That's what that one looks like. I think you can very obviously tell that that side's longer. But honestly, I would argue both look very natural. I kind of love both. I'm not gonna lie. I think we need to send a picture to the best friend. She can help us decide. She's so slay, y'all. Either way, I don't think you can go wrong either way. So this was a huge success. Love these. We'll check in to see how well they last and how long they last for. It literally says it right here. This whole time I've been asking. Short, medium, long. At least I finally put that together towards the end, but it does say at the bottom that it goes from shortest to longest. Like I thought. I'm obsessed, y'all. Genuinely. This one is blended so much better because it's so similar to my lash length, the medium ones. But honestly, even the long ones are just so beautifully natural. They're not anything too crazy. Back to music, I'm going to do my typical lower lash mascara. It's the L'Oreal Telescopic. I honestly should have bought a new one by this point. She's my favorite lower lash mascara, but just like any mascara, you have to use it a couple times till it gets to like that semi less wet phase, if you know what I mean, before you can like 100% trust that it won't do anything crazy to you. So we're just gonna keep using her through the wedding, and then maybe I'll buy a new one after the wedding. Do this real quick, then a spritz, then highlighter, and then I'll check in with you guys because the lips is the only question I have left about my makeup look, and then I literally cannot be happier. This is exactly how I need it to go. We're doing great. We're doing just fine. Alrighty, besties, checking in because now it's time for lips. The most likely lip gloss option I would be going for is just my e.l.f. clear lip lacquer. I think the shade is Bubbles. It's just a sparkly clear one. Not super noticeable when it fades. You do have to reapply a lot, but it's just sparkly, just shimmery, and it just relies on your natural like lip hue. This is what the finished makeup look would look like if I just did the clear gloss. And she's cute. I'm not mad at her. I think this is a very viable option for me. Let me take a few pics real quick. However, if I wanted to do the lip route, which I do want to try right now before we lose all of the daylight, would be the one with my lipstick and the new liner. But also, if that's not completely viable, I could do a colored lip gloss, or I could even try a different lipstick, but this is just my trusty dusty one. She typically looks good every time, but now I'm concerned because now I don't like her so much. That concerns me. Let me rehydrate with some chapstick real quick. You have to be kidding me. The whole thing just popped out into the lid. This might be a sign. Besties, I fear this might be a sign. Oh, that's so disappointing. You know what? Just for the sake of trying it, we're gonna manhandle this tiny little stick. And then if I love it that much... Oh, it's a good color. That was my main concern. Is it a good color? I don't know if a liner is enough to fix me liking this lipstick anymore. I mean, she's pretty. Maybe it's because I haven't worn lipstick in a long time, but she looks like lipstick to me. I don't know if this is helping or making it worse on YouTube. Like, I think she's really pretty for the color of my natural lips too. Okay, chill. Everything's falling on me. So yeah. And then not that I would top it with this Kosas wet lip oil. Literally do not even know. I think the shade's Unbuttoned. Not that I would top this on top of the lipstick necessarily. I could though. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if I'd like this. I think I do like it though. I gotta compare the three. I like all of them, I think. I could literally do any of them. They're really not that drastic of a difference. I'm looking at three very similar photos of myself right now. I'll try to include all of them. This is the first one with just the gloss. She's pretty, she's natural. I feel like I will not be worried about her if I just do gloss. The second one is me with just lipstick and liner. Pretty. I'm shocked. I think I actually did need the liner to help the lipstick. So I think we'll have to pick up that liner again, or I can pick up the OG one that I liked, because that one came broken and I'm so upset about it. But the color match was great. I don't know longevity-wise if this lip liner is good, but color match was great. And then this third pick is lip liner, lipstick, and lip lacquer, or lip oil, whatever. And they're all so wildly similar, it kind of hurts, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think any amount of color I will be worried is my only thing. So do with that as you will. By the time this comes out, her wedding will have long been done. The photos will be back at that point. So truly, this is just a thing I need to think about between now and then and decide. Anyway, this is the final look for her wedding. I guess stay tuned to see how the final lip turns out. I'll probably just honestly end up bringing all options, and then maybe just based on vibes of everyone else's options, we'll go from there. I feel like very similarly with just adding a little bit of a lash, I feel like adding a little bit of a lip color kind of makes it a bit more of a formal thing. So I probably will end up doing a lip combo. I've really never done a lip oil on top of a lipstick, so I'm curious to see how long this will last. So tonight, you know, if I remember to check in, hopefully I do, we can do a little wear test of everything. Let's do a final spritz. I should probably write that in my notes, a final spritz. Having way too much fun with this, obviously. Yeah, I think she turned out so cute. That's really all I'll have for y'all today. I was going to do a dress try on and a run through with my speech. And wedding day hair, I'm getting my hair done when I'm up there, as well as my nails and my toes. I'm so excited. Wedding hair will be an updo, so, because I'm not good at hair, and also I will be fidgeting with my hair the entire time if it's at any point not up. So, although she's cute with this makeup look. Oh, I did a couple flash photos last time too, because I'm worried about flashback. I'm worried about flashback. Not that I've ever had it before, knock on wood. I think my desk is wood. I'm not manifesting myself for that, so we're just gonna end that sentence there. Anyway, long story short, although it looks really pretty with my hair down, she will actually have an updo. I'll put some inspo pics here. Hopefully my updo turns out great. Stay tuned. I've never gotten an updo that I hated, and I think that's genuinely because I suck at hair. So anytime someone does my hair for me or I get my hair done, I'm just so wildly, eternally grateful that I can't fathom hating it, because I physically cannot. I have no talent in the hair department. So, but every like video and like thing I looked up said that every bridesmaid ever has hated their updos and redone them, and I can't fathom doing that. I've gotten a couple updos done in my day. I've loved all of them because I suck at hair. And I don't know if that's just because I'm grateful that someone else is doing it, so I can't fathom it looking any better. Yeah, she won't be a bun per se, but she'll be an updo, so. Anyway, before I lose all daylight, I'm going to try on my dress one more time before I head to New Jersey, do a quick practice run speech, and start packing. I'm so excited. This is gonna come way after the fact, but to my best friend Alexandra and Mike, I'm so honored and so excited to be in your wedding and attending your wedding, and I'm just so happy for you guys and can't wait to see what this new chapter of life holds for y'all. So whether I'm taking up my car or I'm taking up a rental or I'm taking up a U-Haul, I am determined to make it there. So I am putting that out into the world now. We will be at the Vecchio wedding. So anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one, whatever the next one will be. Again, I still have to catch up on all of these videos that I have not posted. So I have not done an outro in so long, so sorry that I'm rusty at it. But as always, I hope you guys are having a great day, and if you're not, that's okay too. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye! Alrighty, test makeup done. Not the test hair, but as good as she's gonna be. Dress, which I don't know if you can see. Shoes, and then speech. I should probably practice holding a microphone because I bet you love the microphone. And I'm planning to print it, but I also have the backup. To my beautiful best friend Alexandra, and she marries the love of her life. If everyone will raise a glass to this couple, and may you both live happily ever after. 6 minutes, holy cow! Okay, y'all, not that anyone cares, but here's a little check-in on the makeup sitch. It's been about 2 hours since I did it. She's good. She's a little dewy, which I don't mind because I traditionally have really dry skin. So I don't mind, but for it to last 8+ hours, I might want to do more powder and maybe less of the Halo Glow filter. But yeah, I just wanted to check in because I said I would. The lashes are pretty good for the most part. The only 2 clusters that are bothering me are the ones that I got a little too close to the waterline, and I feel like they're lifting just slightly. They're still stuck on, so I think that's really good, but for future reference, I'd do better to not apply them too close to the waterline. But yeah, overall, really happy with the makeup. I feel like she turned out really pretty. Oh! I don't know how I did that. I don't know if it changed the filming screen for y'all, but it just went even more. How did I do that? Future editing, Sarah, if this changes anything, let me know. I didn't know I could zoom out this far. That's kind of crazy. I wonder if this changes anything. Stay tuned. Maybe future Sarah will like this, maybe future Sarah won't. Anyway, I really need to move on with the rest of my night, but I really don't want to. The other thing I really needed to do tonight, take in my dress. I wore the exact same one, just with a different print to the bachelorette. And I bought this one as like a backup because I didn't know which one I'd like more in person. Both of them are just a little bit too large. The one I wore to the bachelorette, I just kind of dealt with it, but it was falling down the entire time. And bless the other bridesmaids' soul, they were always telling me to pull it up because they could see my undergarments. So for the rehearsal dinner, I really don't want that happening, but I really don't have any other semi-formal dresses. I feel like all my dresses are very casual. And even this, I'd argue, is fairly cash, but she's one of the nicer, more chill ones that I have. So anyway, I'm bringing her in like an inch or two, but the back is like that stretchy material, and I've never tried to sew it before. So stay tuned. I don't know how that's gonna work. Honestly, I'm gonna try it on this one because I like this one just slightly less than the one I wore to the batch. So if I completely botch this, I have the one that I wore to the batch as backup. So that's the vibe. Anyway, that's a lot more information than any of y'all asked for on this channel. I am so excited to celebrate my best friend getting married. It's just so hard to believe that it's finally here. It doesn't feel real. It feels real and it doesn't feel real. Like, we've done all, you know, that is supposed to happen. We've done all the prep work. She's done all the prep work. And we've done all the celebrations except for the main one. So anyway, I'm gonna take off this makeup before my freshly open wound of a pimple becomes more irritated. I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.